What I'm going to talk to you about now is a probate avoidance package. That is a package of legal documents that we make available to our clients. And what the goal of that package is to keep our clients out of probate court. Now, the best time to do this planning is when you are married, because that opens up more options. And the first option that it opens up that's not available if you are widowed is the option of having a document called a will substitute agreement, or a substitute for a will. A will is what's used in probate court to say who gets your assets. Well, this is something very similar, but you don't have to spend the year in probate court. But again, you have to do that document while you are married. Now, if you're widowed, many times what you want to look at is, how do I avoid probate on the assets that I have that are registered in my name alone? We don't want them in joint tenancy with your children, or you could lose your assets when your children have a car crash that they caused. So it's too risky to have it in joint tenancy. So the correct way is to have it in your name alone, with a form filled out at the bank and at the stock brokerage firm, and it's a document that is entitled Payable on Death Beneficiary Designation, or another name, Transfer on Death Beneficiary Designation. And you can put those on your checking and savings accounts, your stocks, your bonds, your CDs. You can put it on your brokerage account. You can even put it on your real estate if you get the right advice on how to do that properly. And what does that do? At your death, it very simply would say something like this: each and every one of these assets will go equally to my 3 children. But that's where it stops. It's a simplified solution. It doesn't work very well when a child dies, because who gets it next? Well, in Wisconsin, your payable on death beneficiary designation and your transfer on death beneficiary designation cannot answer that question. So it forces you to redo your documents each time a child dies to say who should get that child's share. So keep that in mind. It is a nice document for the situation as it exists today, your 3 children being the ones you want to give it to, and they're all alive. When they die, it forces you to do more work. Keep that in mind. Very important that your beneficiary designations have to be updated and kept current as situations change. And that may mean that you want to give something to an adult grandchild. Well, they could be named as a beneficiary, so you can adjust your beneficiary designations as long as you are alive. We are very used to beneficiary designations associated with our life insurance policies. And there we don't have as many restrictions on us. You can have a beneficiary designation that would say something like this: to my spouse if living, otherwise to my children equally. Or you may have it say something like this: primary beneficiary, my spouse, Susan Smith. Secondary beneficiary, my children equally. So, again, beneficiary designations can be used, and they can be used very successfully to avoid the probate process. It just means that you have to keep things current. But that works for a number of people. So I hope that you found this little piece of information helpful to you. And if you'd like more information on it, you can call our office and set up a free phone conference or even a free in-person conference to discuss this with us further, to see if this is the right thing for you. And you can reach us at 634-6659. This is Attorney Timothy Crawford wishing you well. Have a good day.